So we're away now in the boys under 13 1500 metre walk. Our competitors: Lachlan Semler from Tasmania, Jonathan Wern from Queensland, Mitchell Bostock from Western Australia, Sam Flockhart from Victoria, Sebastian Tanner from the ACT, William Robertson from Tasmania, James Lemon from the ACT, Tom Jessup from New South Wales, Adrian Upton from South Australia, Antonio Ceramit from Queensland, Lachlan Gallagher from Western Australia, Jackson Wallace from Victoria, Luke Boyers from New South Wales, and Liam Killick from South Australia. So 14 boys to go head-to-head in the boys under 13 race walk here. And Cheryl, boys off to a solid pace.
Yeah, Tom Jessup out in front there, walking quite nicely at the moment. South Australian Adrian is the twin to Victoria, who just won earlier. The boys are moving, they're sprinting out quite nicely right now, so yeah.
Fantastic. So the Upton family, as you mentioned before, a bit of a pedigree in race walking. So it's good to see the family doing well here. We've got Jonathan Wern in third place there, and the Tasmanian Will Robertson's currently in second. So these three look like early on they're going to be the ones to watch, as we see Liam Killick make his way into fourth, and Adrian settles nicely in fifth. So the meet record for this event, the boys under 13 race walk, David York, the South Australian, at 6:35.4, set in 1994, and the Australian best performance, this one's a pretty old one, Craig Toppawine, another South Australian, 6:22.10.
Yeah, I remember Craig from my early days. Quite a talented walker. Not sure where he is these days, though.
Yeah, well, it's always interesting looking at these record holders. Obviously, some of them we recognise competing in the current era. Some of them, you don't know where they are. And, of course, it's often the athletes who aren't the record holders who may well make their way into the future ranks. We saw Melissa Breen on the coverage earlier. She mentioned she didn't make the A final, but obviously compared to the Olympics. Ryan Gregson, he mentioned he was good, but nothing amazing. And obviously with a bit of talent, but I think most importantly the hard work, they really develop. Yeah,
I think these types of competitions also for those ones who are not right up the front gives them a bit of a sniff of what it's like. And it motivates them to go further and train more, I guess. Yeah, so I was just looking at the girls' Australian best performance, Shannon Jennings. She now does some bodybuilding, so gone from race walking, I think about 3 years ago was the last time I saw her walk, and now into a bit of bodybuilding. So it's totally different to race walking when most of the race walkers are quite small in structure. So yeah, she's building up those muscles now. I think she's won a few trophies in that sport. So
wowee, so quite a big transition from race walking to bodybuilding. But out in front, it's still Tom Jessup from New South Wales walking well. The Queenslander has made his way into second, Jonathan Wern, and William Robertson is in third. So these three boys at this stage look like they're going to be the ones really battling it out for their states. And down the back straight, looks like he's really striding out well, Tom Jessup.
Yeah, it looks like it's up. Well, between these three up the front there, as long as the judges are happy with them, they look like they are the top three that will come out with the medals at the moment. As I said, how many laps we've got? 2. So yeah, still time to go. Got some walkers down the back there. As I said, we've got a shot putter in there, Liam Killick from South Australia, a javelin thrower. So all sorts of events competing in the walks, or athletes competing in the walk today. So
yeah, well, no doubt will be a good little warm-up for their shot put events. Not their cup of tea, but
no, I do find a lot of non-walkers, when they first start walking, their knees hurt or their shins hurt, just because they're not used to the technique. So hopefully they pull up all right today.
Yep, well, hopefully they have a good rest tonight as well. Obviously, spread over 2 days this year, the championship just gives them a bit more time to recover. As Tom Jessup looking really nice out in front. He's about to overtake one of the Victorians, Jackson Wallace, but walking really well, the New South Welshman.
Yeah, I do know he does a lot of running more so than walking from what I've been told. So running being, a good base for walkers as well. I did a lot of running in my time. I was training. But yeah, apparently Tom does a lot of running, more than walking. So he's doing all right.
So with just over 300 metres to go, Tom Jessup out in front from New South Wales, looking really comfortable. Jonathan Wern in second, and the Tasmanians in third. William Robertson is ahead down the back straight. It's been a good battle. The meet record, one to keep in mind, 6:35.4, set back in 1994. So that one's a bit overdue. We'll see if Tom Jessup's got enough. He's just got just under 250 metres to go here in the boys under 13 1,500 metre race walk. So Australia with a pretty good history in the race walks. Of course, Jared Talent, Nathan Deeks, the list goes on. And one to really watch at the moment, Dane Bird-Smith seems to be really walking at the peak of his powers and plenty more ahead of him. So winning an Olympic medal, pretty amazing. And hopefully some of these youngsters really kick on. But Tom Jessup from New South Wales just extending his lead. Clock ticks over. That's 6:16. And he's in the home stretch now. But let's get around him, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Jessup, really dominant performance here. In time for the minor placings. The Tasmanian makes his way in second, Will Robertson. But no doubt about our winner, Tom Jessup. He's going to really stretch out. He's put the accelerator down. And he's going to take out this championship. The boys under 13, 1,500 metre race walk. It's the Tasmanian in second. The Queenslanders kicking back. It's Wern and Robertson going head to head. But it looks like Wern, the Queenslander, may just not have enough to get into second. And Will Robertson holds on for second. But a great battle between those three. And Tom Jessup really dominant and looked real strong through the line. The boys shaking hands after that. That's what we like to see. They go to war out there for the 1,500 metres, but getting around each other and showing support. So those three really impressive, really under that sort of 7-minute barrier, which for this level is quite elite. And we've got a few of other competitors coming through now. And as Ed mentioned, a couple of shot putters out there in the race, which always makes it a bit hard. So Cheryl, you've seen both our races now. Any future stars to keep an eye on?
Definitely. Both in the girls and the boys. Hopefully they stick at it too. As they go up in age group, so does the distance. So it does become a lot tougher.
And a great finish there. Sorry to interrupt the minor placings.
No problem.
Liam Killick really going head-to-head with Sebastian Tanner. We might have to look at the photo finish for the minor placings, but yeah, there's some good walkers out there. As the clock just ticks over the 8 minutes. Cheryl, thanks for joining us up here, giving us a bit of insight into the race walk.
Thank you.
And all the best for the rest of the day, and especially your New South Wales athletes.
Yes, go New South Wales, eh?
Fantastic.
Thank you. Bye.
No worries. Great to have a professional race walker out here giving us a bit of an insight. And we'll bring you further action over the day as things unfold. But still a few of the young lads getting through the finish line. And we've just got a result up on the scoreboard there. The girls under 13 shot put, the results coming through. And we've got Nara Nang. Nara, give us a bit of an update there in the long jump.
The high jump at the moment. We've got 2 flights going. The first flight is at 1:47. We've got quite a few girls clearing that. So it's really anyone's game at the moment. And the second flight is at 1:44 and still quite a few girls in that. So it's interesting to see who will jump the higher heights and who will come out on top. But the girls are jumping awesome today. Thanks, Ollie.
Thanks, Nar. Thanks for the update. We'll continue to bring some updates from the field throughout the day. Of course, Nara Nang, I think her personal best is 6:63 in the long jump. Pretty impressive. 6:65, I think. But certainly one to watch for the future. We've got some pretty good young female long jumpers. Brooke Stratton, Nara Nang, Chelsea Yench. So some girls really looking to push through that elite level barrier. Of course, we've had the likes of Bronwyn Thompson in the past who just missed an Olympic medal, sorry. But Nara Nang, one to really watch for the future. It's great to have her insights out there with the kids. And Tamisha Clark as well, who I clearly remember recalling last year. Very talented athlete, long triple high. Really one to watch for the future, and certainly loves her athletics. And lucky to have her out here today as well, getting a bit of media training for her. So no doubt one to watch in the future. So one of the Victorian boys just making his way through now. Young Jackson Wallace, so he's making his way through, getting the points on the board for the Victorians. Of course, every point critical here. Young Lachlan Semler making his way through the finish line now. The young Tasmanian, his fellow statesman, came second from the Apple Isle. But, yeah, great to see these boys battling it out head-to-head there over the 1,500-metre race walk. Hopefully we'll see a few of them kick on to greater things and emulate the likes of Dane Bird-Smith, of course, Olympic medalist this year, and was a handy runner as well. Nara Nang, we've got some post-race interviews. Who have you got?
I've got the first 3 place getters of the walks. Just finished your race, guys. So what do you do now after you finish?
Just waiting to see who's DQ'd or not. And just, go back and relax in the tent.
Oh, sounds lovely. What about you?
I'm probably going to go, have a cool down, then sit down and rest.
I'd probably go for a slow jog and eat something.
Awesome. And what's your plans for the future after this? What are your goals?
Just keep going with race walking, see where it takes me.
Probably try and go to the winter walks nationals.
Yeah. I want to try and focus on my middle distance.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, guys. Look forward to seeing you in the future, our next young stars. Thanks, Ollie.
Thanks, Nara, and thank you for bringing us the action down tracks.